Hi guys, I hope it's all working. For a minute there my camera wouldn't focus. I tend to get a couple of hiccups before I always do a live, and I'm unplugging and plugging things back in again. I'm just going to make sure. Oh, there are a couple of people here. So what's the time? It's 4 minutes past 8 here on Monday morning. So I've got an espresso with me. I've been up since 5 this morning. But this seems to be a good time for people over America and also Europe as well. Okay, so we've got hi Miss Noodle and Lauren and Felice. How are you all? I haven't put on my other layer of sunscreen yet, so I'm going to do that in a minute. I thought I'd just chill out for a little while before I start putting on my makeup. So I'll put some of my sunscreen on now. This is my Canmake one. And I'll just I've already put it on this morning, but I always do an extra layer before I put on my makeup and extra under my eyes, just to make sure it's all hydrated. So how's everyone's weekend going? It's Sunday, I think, for most people, apart from me. Oh, the Masters. Are you watching? You mean the golf, Lauren? I'm just going to let this sit for a few minutes before I put on my primer. So I'm going to be putting on the Tom Ford Eye Colour Quad. I never got around to doing a video for it, so I thought I'd use it today. That's the Bronze Isle one. And I'm also going to use the new Laura Mercier, what's it called? The Bronze Colour Infusion. And I love it. The shade I got it in may be a little bit light, so I've ordered the other one as well because I think they're just beautiful. Just beautiful. Ah, yes, the golf. It's evening here. The little one is in bed. I'm going to chill and do a face mask. Well, that just sounds perfect, really. It's all nice and quiet. The best time to do a face mask. I did one, not last night, the night before. It was a sample I had. It was a Chantecaille one. I'm not sure what the actual name of it is, the gold face mask or something like that. And I used that, and it was really nice. I also do a mask in the morning sometimes. I didn't this morning, but I use the Lumiere one. It's the green one, and I use that sometimes, and that's really nice. Now I want to make a coffee. Well, you can go and make a coffee, Laura. You can go and make a coffee, Laura. This is my second one for the morning. I don't know whether you can hear the birds outside. It's another gorgeous sunny day, and I've got my fan here just in case it starts to get too warm in here, because even though it is mid-April, it's still really warm. I think the temperatures are supposed to come down a little bit though. I used the Gold Chantecaille face mask last night too. Do you like it? I thought it was really nice. I thought it was very moisturising, and I liked the way that my skin looked the next morning as well. I thought it was really lovely. It is. It's quite a pricey one, I think, but you don't need to use a lot. The small sample package that I got, I'll be able to get, I thought I'd only get one use out of it, but I think I'll be able to get one more use out of it as well. Chantecaille do have some really lovely skincare products, and they've also got a new one out. It's the Peony one, the Blanc one, which I think is more geared towards lightening and whitening of the skin. It's targeting dark spots and things like that. Oh, so you're really into the Chantecaille if you've got the gold serum as well. I've got so much skincare, and I've been gifted some PR skincare as well, so I need to start trying some of it. Hi, Liz. You're forgiven. Liz, you need to go and check. Actually, I'm just about, it's all right. I'm going to message Liz right now. Just going to message her. Okay. All right. I've just messaged you. I've got my phone on silent. So I saw Liz has just put up a video of the new Dior, the eyeshadows, not the ones with the Canage packaging, but the other ones. So I'll have to watch that after I've finished this live. Oh, you do? You hear the birds? Yeah. They're noisy. They're worse in the springtime, but unfortunately I'm really into all skincare and makeup and hair care. Yes, I am too. And I love skincare. So for the primer, I better put my primer on now. I'm going to use, I got this a while ago and I don't know whether I've used it in a video. It is Chantecaille one and it's a Sheer Glow and this is the gold face tint. I think they've got one in bronze and they've also got the one, is it called Rose? It's in the pink type of packaging and I'm going to use this today. And I wasn't going to use them because I thought it might be a bit too much with my oily skin, but it's actually really lovely. Hi, Beth. You're a bit late. So that's what the consistency is like. It's like a gel. I think I thought it might be quite oily, but it's not. You only really need a small amount. So I'm going to put that on today because the foundation I'm going to use it's a soft matte, I would say. So I can get away with using this. And it does feel really beautiful on the skin and is a really good base for foundation. And it smells really lovely too. I do get the odd comment every now and then saying, oh my God, I can't believe they have fragrance and makeup and skincare. And but I don't mind it. I actually really like fragrance in my skincare and also in my makeup as well. But then I don't have sensitive skin. So imagine if you had reactive sensitive skin, then you'd be looking for things that weren't fragranced. Yes, I'm tempted to get probably not, maybe the bronze one. But even though it looks quite small, I just use the smallest amount so it would last quite a long time. So I'm just going to let this sit as well for a couple of minutes before I put on my foundation and keep going with my coffee. So did those of you see my Instagram story yesterday? I put one up on one of my Highland cows, Tinkerbell. She was itching her butt on the water trough. That's how they break down the fences, those girls. They put their butts against the wooden fences and break them. I have the bronze, the rose gold. Oh, the rose gold, that's what it's called. And the gold. You've got them all. But I'd heard really good things about it, so I can't remember. I actually bought it probably, I think it was as late last year. And I think it's beautiful. And now my skin it doesn't feel oily or anything like that. It's actually taken the glow away from that sunscreen I put on, but I've still got this really lovely glow left and my skin just feels really smooth, really smooth. It's Liz's fault. I watch her videos and buy. We'll blame Liz. And Margot's just come into the room. Hello, Margot. She never comes in here normally when I'm videoing. Sometimes, but hardly ever. I don't know quite what she's doing. I think I'm going to have to keep an eye on her. She's in a bit of a mood. She better not play with any of my cords or anything, or pull anything out. Oh, we are blaming you, Liz. We are. Hi, Princess. Princess is not the word. Hello, Margot. Now she's got, oh, she's just on my table to the right and she's looking out the window because she can hear the birds as well. Yes, the Chantecaille skincare I've used quite a bit. I really like, and it's not that pricey and it lasts for ages. It's the right, I think it's called the rice foaming wash or something like that. You only need the tiniest amount and it really lathers up. That is really beautiful. No, stop it. Right, let's put on some foundation. I'm going to use the Prada one today. And I'm not quite sure what shade this is in. I do have everything that I'm putting on. It is linked below. No, I think it's N40 or something like that. Something like that. I'm just going to put on one pump. I think the other day when I used this, I always do that. I put on like a pump and a half and it always ends up being just too much. So it won't come here for ages. We get Chantecaille stuff really late here in New Zealand. I could order it from, just trying to think, is it Harvey Nichols? Is that what they're called in the UK? I think they've got it. And I could probably, I think they've got it, so I could order it from there. Oh, the new Chanel scent. I'm going to be putting that on today. I got samples of it, which I've gone through, and I bought the 100ml bottle of it. And that is going to be dropping very soon. I think in about another day or so. I watched Maria end up buying things I originally passed. I'm actually, because I blind buy everything. Because shops where I can get things from, especially the real luxury items, that's 2 hours away. I'm not going 2 hours just to try something out. So I blind buy everything, and 99% of the time they're usually very good, and so they should be. They are more expensive. There's something that might not work for my skin, but I don't think that's a fail. That's because with my oily skin and my mature skin. But even though something might not work for me, I can still appreciate it, and that doesn't mean it's an overall fail. It's pretty rare when I get a fail. I didn't really like those Dior quints that came out earlier this year. I didn't, not the ones that have just been released, but the earlier ones. There was one quint in particular I didn't really like. I think it's because it didn't have any mattes in it. But that's not to say someone else might, they probably love it. It's just that for me, I just prefer if I can have a matte with my eyeshadow as well. All right, so you're going to get a sample. That's a good idea. It's not, I'm not very good at explaining fragrances. And Geeta, if you watch, she'll say, well, don't explain it then. It's floral fruity and it's light and it's young, I suppose is the best way to describe it. But it's not sharp like or green, I suppose you describe it, like the Chance Fresh one, which I really like, but some people find that a little bit too green. This one's not like that at all. It's actually really, really pretty. So I'm glad I blind bought it. And like I said, I got the 100ml bottle and I would purchase it again. I have a lot of fragrances though, so it'll take me quite a long time to get through it, although I have been wearing it every day since I got it. It's really pretty. I'll just quickly show it to you now. I'll put it on later, but so that's what it looks like. And that's the 100ml bottle. Hi, Denver girl. How are you? What's the time over there? Afternoon? Sunday? No, yeah, Sunday afternoon for you? I have to try and keep up with all the different time zones. Yes, I like it when the eyeshadows have a variety of formulas too. I really do. I prefer that. That is a great Mother's Day gift. I'm just using my beauty blender really for the sake of it. I better go to some concealer. Yeah, it is. It's got a now some people say that it hasn't got iris. Other people have said that it has got a little bit of iris in it. They say I think it's violet in there, but whatever it is, I think it's really pretty. 2:25 p.m. Okay. Right, I've actually got a zit on my nose. How come at 55, and I don't touch my face unless I'm putting makeup on, that I still get breakouts? This is a mystery. My mum used to have that as well. She had oily skin as well, my mum. I think it's just because I have oily skin. So for the concealer, I'm going to use, I think I used this in the other live. I've got like 18 concealers. And there's probably about half a dozen of the ones that I reach for the most. I've got the Sisley one. I've got the Victoria Beckham one, which I love, the Chanel Sublimage. There's also a Westman Atelier one, which I think is really good. It's quite, it's more full coverage though. Hormones. I don't have any of those left. I haven't got any left, Ben. That was all done and dusted about, gosh, how old was I? 48. Something like that. No, in saying that, I sort of have been through the change, but last night I said, because it was a really warm day yesterday, and I was saying to my husband, it's really hot. Are you really hot? And he goes, no. He said, I think it's you. So I don't really need it because I'm nearly all through it, but my doctor won't put me on HRT. Rude. I could get it from somewhere else if I really wanted it, but I think it's because from the day that you got your last period, which was a long time ago now, I think I was 48 or something, and it's left too long before you go on HRT. Apparently there's more risks, but I gave up smoking 18 months ago. It's like, well, it can't be that bad. I'm just going to tap this concealer on. I just rub it between my fingers first. Just tap it on. This concealer from Sisley, this, again, is quite pricey, but I've had this for, I would say, 3 years, and it's just as good as the day I bought it. And I don't know what the shelf life is on this. It probably says something like 12 months or something like that, but it's a lot older than that, and it's still absolutely fine. Yeah, I do use a BHA every single morning in my skincare routine, which is really, really good for oily skin. And it has helped a lot because I used to get a lot more breakouts. But since I changed it all up about 5 years ago now, my skin's actually pretty good. It's just that when I see one appear, I'm like, why has that happened? So I'm going to put a little bit of this concealer. I can hear something, really hear something in the garage. Oh, the side door's open, and I thought it was just spraying, but we've been getting starlings coming into the garage, and I'm going to have to go and check soon, probably, and shut. If I keep hearing the noise, I think it's them. They're really busy. There's a wall behind here. They're busy building a nest. They build those sort of mud nests, And I think that's what the animals around here are crazy. Hi, Mal. I don't know how to say your name. Malia? Malia? Hi. Oh, no, it's an eye. I see I'm blind. I can't see. No, Lauren. No, see, it's not cute because they make a mess. Starlings are shocking. They make such a mess. We used to get them at our other house and they build nests on the side, but you've got to get rid of them. They're shocking. Hi, from Canada. What's the time? What time is it on Canada over there? Sunday afternoon, early afternoon? No, birds are just so unpredictable. They flit round, and I don't like it when they come in either. Although as soon as I go into the garage and I'll open the garage. The side door's open, but if I open the garage door, they will fly out again. But I don't like it when they come in the house. Springtime, we get that more. Hi. Almost as bad as squirrels. So we don't have squirrels here. Squirrels are cute. They're so cute. But we don't have those. Mind you, we don't have any venomous animals here either. We've got one that's slightly, it won't kill you, which is a bonus. I can't remember what it's called now. Is it the katapo? I think up way up north in New Zealand they have them, but it won't kill you. They flap. Yes, they do. They're flappy and unpredictable. I don't like them. You'll send me one. Okay, you send me one, Lauren. I don't think it'll get through our biosecurity. Margot would like it. They get in your roof. Right, yeah, that would be like if we got, which we haven't yet, we hear them at night. But I think our possums here, we have possums, but I think they're different to ones overseas. At night, if they feel threatened, they make this noise and it's almost demonic sounding. The very first time I heard one, I wondered what the heck was that? And yeah. But we've never had one on the roof, thank God. They'd be a pain in the butt. I'm just doing my eyebrows. I'm using the Victoria Beckham one. And I thought I would dig out. Remember when these came out a couple of years ago? Everyone went crazy for them. And they are really nice. I've got another one too. I've got this one in the yellow, and I've got one in the green as well. The Chanel, the double mirrors, but they're actually really nice. No squirrels in New Zealand. No squirrels. No. I'm trying to think what we have. It's cute. Nothing really like that. We don't have squirrels or things like you've got. We don't have raccoons. Anything like that. Yes, I do need one. No, they're pests. Okay. Red squirrels, okay, but the grey squirrel nearly wiped them out here. Okay. Koalas are cute, but they're just native to Australia. They are cute. I have held a koala before. They're a little bit pointless. They don't really do a lot. And you have to be really careful with them. They can freak out quite easily. They don't scratch or anything like that. I just got to hold them under their bottoms and that and hold them, but they're a little bit pointless. Oh God, rats. Don't talk to me about rats. Oh, that's what we've had to bait up on the ceiling and stuff, because this time of the year, like mice and things like that, want to come into the house because the weather's what's supposed to cool down, get cooler. What time is it in New Zealand? It is Monday morning and it is now 8:29 a.m. Right, I'm just going to powder under my eyes, and I just use the Tom Ford, the Architecture soft matte one. And I really like this for under my eyes, and I just put on the tiniest amount with my finger just to set it down. It's a great powder because it doesn't dry out under my eyes, but I do make sure that my eyes are super moisturized. Not only do I put a moisturizer on with my skincare, but also the sunscreen I use is really moisturizing as well. The Mercier Concealer. I've heard outside the social media world that it's not great, and especially for the rest of your products if you've got oily skin. I mean, it could be good for normal to dry skin, but I've heard some of your products are just a bit too oily. I find it's the best way. I've tried using this. Now, if I put this on camera, you would think it looks beautiful, and it does, and probably be great if you were getting a photo done or something like that. You just press it in, you dab it into the powder and then press it in. Or I have also used a very soft type of brush to put it on as well, and again, initially it looks really great, but what I find is that in real life it just looks cakey, and I just find the best way to put it on is with your finger, and you really just need the tiniest amount, not to dry it down, but just really to set your concealer. Right, for the powder, I am using a new to me one because I thought I would try it. What am I going to use for bronzer today? Oh, they can go over my powder. Oh yeah, no, the Laura. I've got the Westman Atelier with me, but the Laura Mercier I'm going to use. That's the YSL one. Now, here in New Zealand, I probably should have got shade 2, but they didn't have it. So I just got shade 1. So this is the translucent. And why I bought it was because it's matte, which is really good. Goes really well with my oily skin. And I've used it a couple of times, and I really like it. And, of course, the YSL packaging is really good. This was released last year, I think, wasn't it? It's hard for me to keep track of everything. Yeah, I just think it's really good. I just like, for me, it works. And I know it'll set the concealer, but like I say, it just doesn't dry everything down. I'm just going to use my Mercier powder brush and give all this a good powder down. And I know I say this in my videos, and you might think initially, like, I've taken that glow away, but when you've got oily skin, your natural oils, they will start to break through again, because I have got quite oily skin. And what you hope a powder's going to do, it's not so bad in the cooler months, but what you hope it's going to do is it's going to keep your foundation from going too glowy, so you don't end up looking too greasy. Oh, I've got 2 of these, and the other one, my husband picked it up when he went to Australia last year. He wanted to know if I wanted anything duty-free, and I've got him to pick me up another one of these brushes. They are really, really good. I love it. And they wash really well, and they don't shed. It's just synthetic. It's just, I can't even talk. It's just synthetic. It's not natural hair, but I think they're really, really nice for putting on powder. Yeah, it is. It's really good. Right. Bronzer. So this is the new Laura Mercier. This is the Bronze Colour Infusion, and this is in the shade This is 20. And what you do, it has 2 shades in it, one matte and the other one's got, I don't know whether you call it a satin or, so it's got 2 shades, the bronze, and then there's a rose shade in here, and you just mix them together and it does create the most beautiful bronzer. Now this one, like I was saying, it is quite light. I don't mind a light bronze. I think it's really pretty, but I did get I ordered it last night, the number 30 as well. Because Laura Mercier seems to have gone off the radar a little bit. But one thing I really want to try is that, because with my oily skin, when I see moisturising tint, I know it's not really going to work that well with my oily skin, but she's put one out, or she's reformulated it. It's the Blurring Matte Tinted Moisturiser, and I really want to try that. Oh, that's good. I think these are lovely, and the packaging is really lovely as well. I've bought a few Laura Mercier products, not a ton. This doesn't seem to be as spoken about as much as other products. So just swirl between the two. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Like I said, it's quite light, but it's a really beautiful formula. Actually, it's pretty good. And it's not too warm. And it gives this really, really beautiful glow. Actually, I might have almost put on, but actually I think the shade's pretty good. Can you see it? From what you can see on camera is a little bit different to what I can see in front of me, but it's just beautiful. I will swatch it on my hand if you want me to. So it gives this sheen, but it doesn't emphasize my texture. Yeah, these are really, really nice. Like I said, Laura Mercier seems to be off the radar a little bit, what it used to be, but maybe they're making a comeback, because I think this is just beautiful, really, really beautiful. I've put on a little bit more just so that you guys can see it. I'll swatch it on the back of my hand. I'll see. And the formula is smooth, really smooth. So you've got the matte one side, and then you've got, I'd say it's like a satin on the other. I'll hold it up. I don't know whether you'll be able to see. So bronzer. And then it's like a rosy tone. It's really beautiful. And I think there's like 5 different shades. I'll just grab my wipes just so I can wipe that swatch off. There might be 5 different ones, and the deepest one has apparently a red undertone to it. Well, I was really interested when I first saw them, and I'm really pleased that I picked this up. I think it's really, really beautiful. Just going to blend it out a little bit more, but there's no patchiness or anything like that. But I'm sort of going for a bronze type of look today anyway, with everything that I'm wearing. You need the matte. Yes, well, it's not here. Well, she just reformulated it, or they have just reformulated it. So when that appears, it'll appear here eventually, but maybe it might pop up at Harrods first or Selfridges, and if it does, I'm definitely going to buy it. I just need to decide which shade to get. I haven't actually purchased, I don't think I've purchased a Laura Mercier foundation before, so I'm not sure which shade I'd be. I think there's a 3N or something. Yeah, and it has that glow. It's really pretty, and it feels beautiful on the skin now. While I'm touching it, it feels really smooth. It's really, really pretty. So if you've been wondering about them, I recommend them. The packaging is really pretty. It's quite weighty, and the formula of them are really beautiful as well. I'm 2N Maple in the moisturising tint, if that helps. Okay, what are you in Dior, Beth? Because it sort of helps me, because I'm 2.5N in Dior. So I probably might be a 3 in then in the Laura Mercier. Oh, okay. So I would be probably 3 in then in the Laura Mercier. Okay, that's really helpful. That's good. Okay, let's get into this Tom Ford, the bronze aisle one. There's a couple of little applicators there. And I'll hold this up so you can I'll swatch this on my hand as well because I've wiped the other off now. So there we go, if it focuses. And the nail polish that I'm wearing today is the new Dior one from the collection, the one called Coral Pop. So it is a really pretty summer shade. I'm really pleased I got that one. So I'm going to start off with, it's the, oh, no, it's not the, I was going to say the matte. Is that the only matte, but it's not. So I'll start off with this lightest shade here. That's a matte as well. And I think I'll use this brush here. Actually, I'll use a bigger brush than that because this is quite a light shade. So I'm just going to put this all over my lid. Hopefully I don't block your view. So these brushes are newer to me. These are the Wayne Goss ones. These are the natural hair ones, I think, that he first put out. And I've used them a couple of times now, and they are really good. They're super, super soft, which I appreciate because when you get older, unfortunately, your skin moves a lot around your eyes. You haven't got this young, taut skin anymore. And when you have a soft brush, you can blend without moving your skin too much. But they blend. Yeah, these brushes are really lovely. Eye primer. I did put some on, I think. I might not have said, but I did. I used I probably didn't say, it's the Hourglass. Wouldn't matter if I didn't anyway. It got kicked off. Okay. Wouldn't matter if I didn't use eye primer anyway. It might not last all day with my oily skin, but it'd be fine for this video, so it really wouldn't be a big deal. What next? Actually, I'll go to the darkest shade. And I think what I'll do is use this brush here and just gently sort of pack it in the outer corner and just up on the top, and I'll blend it out in a minute. Have you got it, Liz? The new Laura Mercier bronzer? It's really pretty. I'm really impressed with it. Like I said, I've also picked up or ordered last night the number 30. The one I tried on is number 20. There's one lighter than that. There's 10, 20, and then I've just ordered the 30. And that's more of, I think, whereas that's got the rosiness, which is really pretty, but the other one's more of a caramel, I think. They all look really, really gorgeous. Oh, just wondering what you used. Okay. Well, really, I mean, I like the Hourglass one, but my favourite is the Nars, but no, still can't get it here in New Zealand. I don't know what the issue is there. I went on to Selfridges as well to see, because they sell Nars, to see if they had it. And they haven't got it either. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, I'm just blending this out. Can you see, or am I blocking? No, you can see. I worry that I'll be blocking. It's just that I need a mirror a little bit more closer to me. Actually, I need to have some more of my coffee before it goes cold. Yeah, the birds are really loud. They just need to calm down a little bit. I think Margot's gone out of the room now. She's all a bit bored with it. Just going to put a little bit more on, and I'm going to use the shade under my eyes as well. I blend, blend, blend. So I'm going to use this brush here, and I'm going to stay with that darkest shade and put this on my lower lash line. So Liz, which, if you're still there, you can hear me, which, I saw your Dior video, it flashed up, but which quint did you get? Did you get both of them or just the one? And has anyone else bought the new Dior quints? Not the Canage one, but the collection that came out. And what do you think of them? I bought both of the quints, and I'm going to do videos on them this week, hopefully. So you'll be pleased to know, Lauren, that got the coral with the tiger, waiting for the cashmere and the cushiony one, right? Yeah. Do you know if you've seen the covers for the Canage? Is it like a hard plastic and it just looks like the Canage package, or has it got a little bit of cushion to it? I mean, I don't expect it's not leather, but be faux leather, but has it got a little bit of cushion to it? Do you know? I'm hoping that they have. They aren't here yet, but I imagine, well, I'm hoping they'll be available maybe this week in New Zealand. We're usually not too far behind America. Okay, next I'm going to go into this shade here. Put that over the rest of my lid, through there. Okay, these shadows are really nice. They go on beautifully. They're not patchy. Really, really pretty. It's supposed to be soft top. Hi, how are you? In sunny California. What will you be pleased to know? Now I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, yes. So Tony got some dust powder to get rid of we've got a couple more, but a wasp nest. And if you go and put the powder in at dusk in the evening, they're really docile then. And so we put one in one of the wasp nests that we've got on our property here. And of course it kills them straight away, basically. So I just got to do at least one other wasp nest. There was issues with that. Hi, watching you on the telly, but I wanted to say hello, beautiful. Hi, how are you? You're watching on the telly. That's big. That's a big face. Yes. So that's one. There'll be some other nests as well, but that's just what happens when you live rurally. And also we've had this really hot, dry summer. So, it just goes wasp nests. There's just tons of them. Yes, Lauren watches me on TV also. Okay, this shade, not showing you in my, so this darker shade here, this is, I'm going to put this on my lower lash line. And for eyeliner, I'm going to use a Victoria Beckham one. I think a fly just went past there. The Victoria Beckham one, and I'm going to use it in the shades. I pulled it out, I thought, the one in cinnamon, so I'm going to use that today. It probably needs a sharpen, actually. Just have to have a look. I'm not very good with my sharpening of pencils. Yeah, I might give it a sharpen. I'll just, if I can find a sharpener here, I should have one somewhere. I've got tons of them, I think. Yeah, here's Victoria Beckham sharpener, so I'll give it a little sharpen. I'll swatch this eyeshadow for you too. I mean, a warm coloured palette is really something either people really love or they don't. It depends. I like a warm one. I like the cool ones as well. It's not really any colour I don't like. Maybe red, but then if you use it fairly carefully, a red, that can be okay too. It just depends really. It's the best way to see Beth right now. I was eyeing this quad, but it's sold out on Sephora. I wonder if it'll magically appear again once the sale's over. That may happen. It is available. Actually, I'll use my other mirror. It is available at Nordstrom and some other ones. Right, I'm just going to swatch this quad for you before I forget. I keep moving to other things. Okay, it swatches really beautifully. Okay, left to right, top to bottom. Here is it swatched. Can't really see the first shade very well. It's very light. But I'm just wiping it off so I can just go over again with that very first shade. Okay, so left to right, top to bottom. I'll just turn that off. There we go. Yeah, that just is a problem with having that light. If I hold it really close to the camera, then it starts to wash everything out. Right, okay, my eyeliner. So Victoria Beckham Beauty one. The shade Cinnamon. Shade Cinnamon. And it's got a little bit of a sparkle in it, and I thought it'd go really nice with this eyeshadow. What are you making? Oh, all of a sudden I've got really, really hot. I'm going to have to put my fan on. I'm going to start sweating in a sec. Okay, so I've got this really small fan, but it's really good. I'll just put it, oh my goodness, all of a sudden I got very hot. Okay, let's get this eyeliner on. Yeah, it's a good shade. It goes well with this. I've also got one of the Tom Ford new eyeliners as well, but I just thought the shade, I've got it in brown. Most of my eyeliners are, but I just thought the shade would go really pretty with this colour story. And I'm going to put a little bit on my lower lash line. Actually, I'm just going to put it on my waterline because these eyeliners are just smooth. They are so smooth. And again, there's no tugging, which again, I know I bang on about it, but you know, when you've got mature skin, you do appreciate a liner or anything really that doesn't tug, whether that's eyeliner or lip liner, that just doesn't tug at your skin. Okay, and I always use, nearly always, because the new Dior ones have got it as well, sponge tip applicator. I always use them. I find them really handy. I just wipe it down with Cinema Secrets when I finish doing my makeup, just to keep it nice and hygienic. But I use them because, you know, I'm not that great with eyeliner, and just sort of blend it out a little bit and just makes everything just that little bit more forgiving. You'll get in your fall, autumn shades on. Well, this is actually supposed to be summer. But yeah, because that's the thing, because we're on the southern hemisphere, the new releases are always the opposite, although it won't be long till they're going to release summer, and then it'll start with fall, and then I'm like in the middle of winter then, and that's quite nice. So it actually works out quite well most of the time. Right, mascara, I'm going to use, mascara is so personal. I'll leave this off. I'm just going to wipe this down. This is a bit, why that's like that. Okay. So the mascaras that I have got are these are the one, I've got more than this, but these are the ones I got open. I've got the Chanel one that some people don't like. It's the pop-up one. Some people say that it flakes and transfers. I don't find that at all. I don't think it gives a ton of volume. It's more lengthening, but I love the packaging. I wish they would put the Chanel Le Volume in this packaging. That's what I wish they would do. So I've got Chanel Le Volume, I've got the Swede, I've got Westman Atelier, I've got Prada, and I've got YSL. And really all of these, apart from the Chanel, that's more newer, but the rest of them are coming towards their 3-month lifespan, which so I tend to throw them out after that. So is there any mascara in particular you want to see? Now I have little sad lashes, so you might not really see, but all of these are really good, and I find that they don't flake or transfer. Yeah, see, I don't find that at all. I do have quite sensitive, I said I haven't got sensitive skin, I don't, but I do have quite sensitive eyes, and I don't find that it makes them short, anything like that. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a mascara. I might as well use the Prada one. I think that's the one that I've got linked. So I'm going to use this one. Can you see? My eyelashes are also quite fair. So I really don't have eyes until I get a mascara on. Even if I wasn't going to wear an eyeshadow for the day, I would definitely wear a mascara, because otherwise I've got no eyes really. It's a good mascara though. I really like it. And then all of a sudden my eyes appear once I've got mascara on. I do sometimes use an eyelash serum, and they do work. I actually need to use one. I got one from Swede that was gifted to me, and it worked really well. But I actually need to get another one. They do work. I've just gone, put it under my eye there a bit. I'll take that off in a minute. Just going to let it dry. Beautiful brown eyes. I to hate my brown eyes when I was young. I used to think they were really boring, but I quite like them now because it sort of goes with all shades of eyeshadows, and so I've come to appreciate them more. Although Lauren's seen me in real life, so she thinks that they're more, are they more hazel? I don't know. I think it depends. They sort of change a bit. They go, sometimes they look quite brown, other times they can look more hazel. There are people around with a mascara and they swap hands to put their mascara on. I could never do that. I just go over to the other side and do it like this. So I haven't had breakfast yet. I don't know. I better. I'm not quite sure what to have for breakfast. I can still hear something in the garage. I think those starlings are going gangbusters in there. I can hear them. Oh. Yes, they are lighter brown, hazel. But no, I like my brown eyes. Like I said, I didn't like them when I was younger. You like that when you're young, though. You wish you had other. I wish I didn't hated my curly hair when I was young, which I still do. That's why I straighten it. And also, I think I wish I probably had blue eyes. I don't know. You always wish for what you haven't got. But now I like them. Now I appreciate them. I'm just going to grab a cotton bud, which you guys call a Q-tip. We call them cotton buds here. And I've got a little bit of mascara down here. Right, now that's dry. That should be able to come off, hopefully. Okay, now my mascara is on. I've got an itchy ear. Now that my mascara, it's glamorous, isn't it? It's at the edge of my ear. I missed the live. I didn't get a notification. Oh, didn't you? The YouTube does odd things sometimes. Odd things. That's okay. I've still got to put on some blush and also my lipstick here. Catching up with the messages a little bit. Oh, you got both. I used pink Riviera in this video. Okay. I think it might be one of those quints where you know, you don't have to use all 5 eyeshadows at once. I've got a feeling it might be one of those. Probably better if you just use 2 or 3 shades, but I don't know. Yeah, it is. It's really pretty. Really pretty. If you like a warm colour story, then it's absolutely beautiful. Oh, you hear all the birds? Yes, I know. You weren't here earlier, but I think I've got an issue. Actually, just one sec. I'll just stop that for a sec. Just need to check something out in the kitchen area. Are we back in the tick? Oh, yeah. That's all right. I'm back now. I thought Margot was doing something, but she's not. She's okay. All right. Now, one thing I haven't shown you in a recent video, I've got to do more videos. I've been a bit slack lately, but 2 of the Dior Forever Glow Maximisers, and I got the shade Flame, and they both look quite scary, but they're actually really beautiful. And I also, the other day on the Sephora sale here, because we've had a sale here in the Sephora, I picked up the shade Copper. So I'm going to put one on each cheek, Now, the one Flame is just beautiful, and I think either of these would look really gorgeous with this colour story. So I will swatch them on my hand for you. I'm going to put Flame on, and then the Copper. But they're actually really, I love these. Okay, so here we've got Flame. Am I pointing to the right one? Yep, Flame and Copper. Yeah, like I said, some people, if they don't like it too warm, then they wouldn't like this colour story, but it went on absolutely beautifully. The New Zealand Sephora is worse. We don't have, there's a lot we don't have on our New Zealand Sephora. I mean, they do have the Dior. They don't have a lot of it. I was surprised they actually had this copper one. That's why I picked it up, since it was 20% off. They do have YSL, but there's a lot they don't have, because I've spoken about it before, but we also have Mecca here in New Zealand, and they have things like Tom Ford, Lemire, Chantecaille, Laura Mercier, a few other things. But Mecca, they're also in Australia as well, and they have the monopoly, and they hardly ever have a sale. Like maybe, if you're lucky, once a year, and then it's not store wide. It's just stuff they're trying to get rid of. It's probably coming to the end of the shelf life. Right, on this cheek here, I'm going to put on Flame. So I'm going to go fairly easy with it, because they are quite bold, but they are pretty. So just one dot. Flame. Put that one on first. And I'm going to use the Sonia G, the sheer buffer, because I really like these to use, just not as a highlight, but as a blush as well. And I think this is a really beautiful shade. Now, this shade, it gives that look that you've been out in the sun. That's really, really pretty. Look how beautiful it is. I reckon it's a gorgeous shade. Really, really pretty. I love them too. I have quite a few of them. Actually, I think that they are gorgeous. Yep, go back up here. Yes, that's right. Your sale finishes, doesn't it? I think our Sephora one did too, but they'll have another one in like 4 weeks' time. They have them all the time here. But Mecca, Sephora they do, but Mecca hardly ever. Okay, and on the other side, I'll put on Copper. So we'll see what that looks like. So they're pretty pigmented, so I'll just go pretty easy with it. I'll just wipe down my brush a little bit. I don't think, yeah, I have seen sales at Mecca, but like I said, it's not store-wide. And they're getting rid of product, I think, that's coming towards the end of the shelf life. That's what I've found anyway. But then you guys over there have got David Jones and Myers, and they have sales, don't they? We've got Smith & Co.'s here, and they're getting a little bit more generous with their sales. So that is the Copper. Actually, the Copper's really pretty. I don't know. I'll put a little tiny, tiny bit more on of the Copper, so you can, wow, that's pretty. Okay. It's really nice. Okay, so you got Flame and Copper. And although they look a little bit scary when you first swatch them on that, they're actually really, really beautiful. Actually, I think this flame one is a little, I put a bit too much on. I think I'll just grab my beauty blender and go over it a tiny bit. Just tone it down. Just calm it down a little bit. Yeah, your Nordstrom over there is it's really good. We don't get much sales really here of anything. Not really. Smith & Co.'s are getting a little bit better. They did have the other day, I think it might have ended now. They had something, you buy one, get something else half price, which was quite good. And then they had, a while ago, if you spent so much, then you got a gift card depending on how much you spent, and that's quite good because I do use those. So, and I've got it here, it's a $150 gift card I've got now, so I will use that when I do another bigger spend at Smith & Co.'s. And Smith & Co.'s have like Mercier and La Prairie and all that. I want to try, has anyone tried, and I don't know whether you have, Liz, the La Prairie face brush? They've got a face brush and I'm thinking about getting it. I'm wondering if it's going to be as good as the Mercier one, and I want to give it a go. Okay, lipstick. I'm actually going to use the Tom Ford Lip Balm, and this is the one, I think this is Jet Set. So this is the one Coral. I think I did a video on these. So pretty sheer. But these are really beautiful. So I'm just going to put this on. I'm looking at the comments at the same time. Okay. So typical lip balm, you have to sort of swipe it a few times to get it on. But it's nice. It's just sheer. I do love, oops, drop it. I do love my sheer lipsticks. I really do. Okay. And then finally, the new Chance. I'll turn the light down so you can have a good look at it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. And this is the 100ml bottle. So I'm just going to put some of that on now. What do they smell like? Well, they don't certainly smell like the Westman Atelier lipstick, which I'm really pleased about. But then I'll tell you about them in a minute. I think they smell like the Westman Atelier lipsticks. I have two of them because I thought the first one I bought was off. So I bought another one and it smells exactly the same. And the formula of them are beautiful and the packaging's beautiful. And I think apparently this supposed to smell like clay, but I think they smell like feet. And I don't like them. But then I think it's different because I asked my husband last night, I said, you smell this lipstick, what does it smell like to you? And he said, oh, it smells like vanilla. I said, no. I said, it smells like feet. So something's wrong with my sense of smell. Anyway, getting back to this, do they smell? I don't even know. Have they got a scent? I don't know if they do. It's pretty light. I don't think and just asking what the taste, I don't think they taste, they don't really taste like anything. They might have a scent to them. It's pretty light if it is, but the formula is beautiful. They go on lovely and they feel beautiful and not too, mind you, it is a balm, But some balms can be quite thick feeling, and they don't feel like that. I think they feel really nice. I bought the Tom Ford balm yesterday and Rendezvous. I've got that one as well. Is that the berry coloured one? Is that Rendezvous? I've got the pink one, and they've got like a berry one, and then this one. Feet, they do. But apparently they're supposed to smell like, it's like I said, it's supposed to smell like clay, but to me it smells like clay feet. It's just something about it. Something's wrong with my sense of smell, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to put this Chanel on. Now this is gorgeous. This doesn't smell like feet at all. It's beautiful. No, they don't. No. No, not at all. Well, I don't think they do. So feet of clay. I just can't get past the smell. And yet, like I said, my husband said, oh, no, they're fine. That sort of smells like vanilla. So that's what he thought. I said, they don't. I said, they smell bad. And he's like, no, they smell pretty good. Okay, so here is the finished look. But don't forget to I always forget. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. The foundation's looking good. Feels nice. I don't feel like I need to repowder. And I really like that YSL powder. I think it is really lovely. So it is more of a matte one, but you can see since I've been sitting under these lights now that glow, even though it's a matte powder, that glow's come back from the foundation, the soft matte one. The Westman do stink and they don't smell vanilla. See, my husband thought that they did. And other people think they're fine. Liz has them. She thinks they're fine. So I think initially I get like a vanilla, and then like a second later that bad smell comes through. It's like they've gone off, and they haven't. It's just something about them. No, because look, and saying that, I'm not hating on Westman Atelier at all. I picked up a second one of their liquid bronzers. I love these because some of their products tend to be a little bit oilier, probably more so for people with normal to dry skin. These aren't at all. I've got shade 1 and also shade 2. I love them both. And the packaging on them is just beautiful. But it's just something unfortunately about those lipsticks. And I have picked up the blush duos as well, but I still haven't tried them yet. Thank you. Yeah, well, like I said, I have worn them, and it's just that initial smell. It's not like I can smell feet all day or anything, but it's just that initial smell. It just sort of, but the formula of them are lovely. I think the formula is really lovely. So if you're thinking about getting a Westman Atelier lipstick, the formula is beautiful, but definitely I would try them first in person and smell them. Just a warning. No, I sent it back because I was so bad. She's going to smell this now. You would know. It probably smells fine to you. You would know. It's just... Actually, I'm going to go and just quickly go and grab one. Let's see. I still got them, believe it or not. So I'll show you the 2 shades that I've got. I can swatch them anyway. They're lovely, and the packaging is just so beautiful. And I've got to put... I'll put the camera back on. Here we go. Let me put my glasses on. Okay, so I've got the shades. These are the Lip Suede matte lipsticks. The Lacquer, is that one of the shades? And Peak. P-I-Q-U-E. They have a shelf life of 12 months from date of opening. The packaging is just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. So we've got Lacquer. Here we go. I'm not. So we've got Lacquer. That's a pink. And Peak. I think if that's how you pronounce it. It's more of a nude with a little bit of pink in it. So I've got Lacquer and Peak. And so Lacquer and I think that one's Peak, if that's how you pronounce it. Beautiful. They glide on like a dream. But I go to smell it. Oh yeah, just it's bad. It's so bad. Initially, I can smell it nice, and then a millisecond later, it's like, oh, it's bad. Vanilla clay feet. Yes. Yes. They could call it the feet of clay range or something. No, look, there's a lot of people that love them and can't smell it like I can. It's just some people are like me, and mine smells like chocolate. See? And now my husband thought it smelled like vanilla. It's just... Oh, and they also have this really beautiful embossing, the Westminster little heart on them as well. I mean, really beautiful. Yeah. But I had to buy a second just to make sure. I don't want to smell feet that close to my mouth. I don't think anyone does. Yeah, that's interesting. See, some people vanilla, some people chocolate. Every time that pic of Margot comes up, I have this notion she's taken. I think she's plotting to. Yes, I think that's in her plan. Wouldn't surprise me. Yes, the shades are beautiful and just like smooth. They go on the lips beautifully. It's just the smell. And I would agree with that. I don't smell like when I've tried them, I don't take them off, and it's not like I can smell feet all day or anything. It's just initially when I first wind them up and, put them on. Give those away, not to me. They're going straight to you, Lauren. Straight to you. The feet. Yeah, see? Another one. Yeah. Okay, so that is the finished look. If you give this a thumbs up, anything if you're interested in it, as always, I've got my links below. I appreciate those of you that use my links. I'm going to go now. I'm pretty sure there's more banging in the garage. I've got to get rid of that styling out of the garage. And then I'm going to have some breakfast and make another coffee. So have a good Sunday, you guys, for the rest of your Sunday. And I'll be doing a video probably Tuesday or Wednesday this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.